Back in 1996, I had a car crash that ripped off my knee and the bottom of my femur and shattered my tib and fib. And due to that injury, I had my femur screwed back on, and the screw for my femur came out and started to cut all of my knee out. And that happened about 13, 14 years ago. The hardest part was being able to do things prior to the injury and not being able to do them after. I like to pride myself on being an active guy. Love to hike and run and jump, and I was unable to do pretty much everything. It was getting pretty dark and bleak for a while. It was depressing. Couldn't chase after my own grandson. That's rough.
So I can remember when I'd been seeing David for many, many years. My former partner had seen him as well. But one day I saw him when my kid and his kid were going to a theater show, and he was walking up the stairs. And at that point, David had gotten to the point where he was having to utilize a cane. And I know he is a very active, motivated, wants to have fun in life. And at that point, I kind of looked at him, he looked at me, and we were like, he needs to do something. He needs to have his life back.
Lo and behold, the Mako robot came to Meadowview Regional Medical Center, and I was one of the first patients to get that robot treatment. It was something that Dr. Owens advised me that unless he had that at his disposal, he was not going to attempt to do my knee because of the amount of things that needed to happen all at once.
By using the Mako robotics technology, with his case, he had a rod that was in his tibia, and that rod was in a position where if we did a traditional knee replacement, we would likely end up running into that rod and wouldn't be able to do a knee replacement without having to take out that rod. Using the robotic technology, we were actually able to get an implant that was the appropriate size, and we could put it in the appropriate way and make the appropriate cuts with completely not having to worry about where that rod was.
After surgery, rehab it was challenging. The first 13 weeks, I was regretful, to be quite honest. I really thought this is just not what I should have done. Then all of a sudden, I go to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I ran the Rocky Steps, and that was the catalytic day. From that point on, it seemed as if my knee was just doing everything that I never had done before for 30 years. By the time I was getting at my worst, I didn't know if I was going to be able to drive a truck anymore, because I still drive a manual transmission truck. It was getting so bleak that I didn't think I was going to keep doing that. I didn't think I could climb up those steps and those platforms anymore. And by the time I got home, I was so wore out, I didn't want to do anything. So now, the guys at work don't even help me. I can jump down off things without any pain. I can chase after my grandson out in the front yard. If he gets too far ahead, now Pop can catch him. That's been one of my little wins that I really like. I do a lot of work on stage, so I'm able to stand on stage for lengths of time, and things are coming back.
One of the things as an orthopedic surgeon is we see a lot of people who have pain. But one of the things that is very important to me is to kind of treat the whole patient. When people are living in chronic pain, sometimes they don't get to live the life they want to, and that can lead to depression, that can lead to marital problems, that can lead to problems at work, difficulty concentrating. And there's nothing better than seeing somebody who is maybe down, maybe depressed, maybe not living like they want to, and you take their pain away and you give them their life back.
So I grew up in Cincinnati, so I'm used to a large city, but now that I live here in Mason County, I realize rural communities are quite that. I think we have 16,000 people in this county, and the fact that we have a Mako robot at our disposal and a top-notch orthopedic care center that literally can do miracles, i.e. the knee that I'm dealing with, that says a lot. And it's pretty remarkable that just this small town of Maysville has something that extraordinarily possible.